my boy. Oh. Oh, yes, bud. Oh, my boy. This is exactly what I need right now. And on top of my sweet boy laying on me, it is a beautiful fall day. It is cool outside. I've got the window open so the crisp, fresh air is coming through. I've got a candle lit. I've got chili in the crock pot. And I really feel so fulfilled. Even though today has been a bit of a struggle so far, just as far as feeling restless goes, I just feel a lot of restless energy that I don't know what to do with. And it might be a shift in the seasons changing, and I've done a lot of self-reflecting this morning, and I think I know where it's stemming from. And it's basically like this current circumstance, the fact that I can be home on a Thursday afternoon at 1 o'clock, and I can be here with my dog, and I can enjoy a beautiful fall day. And I do work later this evening from 4 to 7. So, I still gotta be a therapist today. But I feel guilty. I feel guilty sometimes that I've built and created this well-balanced life for myself. And I feel like unless I am exhausted and burnt out, that my success or what I've built is not valid. And I had a conversation about it with my husband earlier, and he made me feel better about it. He reassured me and validated me. And I know this is not true, and I know that doing what I've done and building what I have has taken work and effort, like absolutely. I mean, I had to go to school, I had to get a master's degree, I had to intern, I had to open up a practice, do all the business stuff behind it. It doesn't even matter. Teaching, I've started teaching, and I want to get into the fun, exciting life updates. But I do need to just process this stream of thought, or these stream of thoughts right now, because I've been struggling this morning. But basically feeling that everything that I've built was no effort was required. And effort is obviously required for building what I have. But because I enjoy it so much and it's my gift, I mean, that's what my husband said. He's like, well, that's your gift, and that's why it doesn't feel like effort, because it's what you're naturally gifted at, which I know to be true, but it just feels like it's not as valid. And I know that in reality, that means that I am aligned with my soul's purpose in life. And I am extremely grateful to feel like work doesn't take effort, and it does take effort, don't get me wrong. I mean, especially being a therapist, there are a lot of heavy days and a lot of sessions that I have that can really, they can weigh me down. I'm not gonna lie about it. And a lot of the times I'm very emotionally exhausted, and I feel like I just need to turn my brain off, and I only have so much emotional capacity at times, so don't get me wrong, the emotional labor is real. However, overall, in a general sense, I feel like it just comes naturally. So I second guess that, maybe I'm not working hard enough, I need to be more tired. I need to be more exhausted. I need to be more burnt out in order to be successful. It's like that. It's the hustle culture, I think, that I'm like influenced by. And anyways, I just needed to get that out there. But I'm feeling a bit more grounded now. And I thought this is the perfect time to make a YouTube video. So I do have some exciting life updates. I don't know why I feel the need to sing. Why I feel the need to sing my words sometimes. But we've got some exciting life updates, and they are kind of work related, but also identity related. So, well, first off, I have started teaching this fall semester. I started teaching in August. I teach a class at the college that I went to in the psychology department, and I teach therapy skills essentially. And it is so fun. And that is something that has come more naturally to me than I expected, just lecturing and teaching. And I go to campus twice during the week and teach my class, and most of my students want to be therapists, and most of them are seniors, going to be graduating soon, so they're all very engaged. They're very engaged in the course. They participate, they ask a lot of questions, and it's just so fun. I've always wanted to teach, and I'm enjoying it so much. And it's very laid back because I've created the environment to be that way. But they are, I think they're learning. I know they're learning. And two of my students actually nominated me or recognized me for a Thank a Professor award for recognizing a professor that they feel has had an impact on their education. So I received 2 notifications about that, and the school is hosting a little ceremony at the end of the year to honor those professors. So that is really sweet and meaningful, and that does give me the reassurance that they are learning and they are gaining some value in my experience, or in their experience of working with me. So I teach part-time, and I'm only doing it this semester. I'm not going to do it next semester. They asked me if I wanted to, but I have some other focuses that I want to pivot toward, and maybe again in the fall. But the idea of doing it twice in a row was overwhelming me for some reason, and just, I hadn't even started the teaching gig yet before they offered me a position for next semester as well. So I didn't know how time consuming it was going to be. And I also have to commute 45 minutes, and I just wasn't ready to commit to that. It just felt too early to commit to that 2 semesters in a row. But I could see myself doing it again. Absolutely. But again, I just have some other focuses as well. So teaching is amazing. It's something I've always wanted to do. I'm doing it. And then when I come home from teaching, I see clients. So therapy is going well. I'm seeing my clients, and it kind of ramps up in the fall and winter time because seasonal depression. So that is good and stable. And I have decided to start a passion project. And this passion project, I have very large ambitions for. And with my passion project, I have business related goals. I would like for it to turn into a business for me eventually. But right now, I am viewing it as a project, a movement, and a community that I am creating. So I am creating a soul-led movement in my city. And this movement and this community is designed for young professionals, so those people who fall in between the college age range, because I've been having a lot of conversations with people, and this is something that I've always felt to be true as well, is that my city tends to cater more toward the college students, because the University of Kentucky is in my city, so it's like a very large college city. And so college students, and the other focus I feel like is more on like wealthy, older professionals. And I feel like there's not a lot of curated space for that cultural gap in between. So we're not in college, we're not in older, wealthy professional, we are late 20s, 30s, and early 40-year-olds who are seeking a place to connect. So it's not a college bar and it's not a country club, but it's something in between, an in-between sort of vibe. And I can't express to you how much this has taken over my life, but in the best way possible, in the most inspiring way possible. When I came up with this idea, which feels like it came out of nowhere, but it definitely did not come out of nowhere, this is a further extension of myself. My concept, my brand, which is called Magnetic Hour Social, is a further extension of me, because I'm a very multidimensional human being, and I believe that most people are, even though we do not always allow ourselves to show. We do not allow ourselves to show all of our multidimensional aspects to just others, or even allow ourselves to embrace that, because I feel like we live in a society where this is not true for everyone, of course, but I mean, I'm a therapist. I work with people day in and day out, and I see it, right? We're focused, we're performing a lot of the times. I work with people constantly regarding topics such as their identity and their confidence and their sense of self-esteem and self-worth, and being their true, authentic self, and creating true, authentic, genuine connections with others in their life. And so I know that this is needed. I know that people crave this, right? Especially with the current political climate and how much technology and social media has taken over. For one, we are more isolated than ever. We are isolated from each other, but we're also very isolated within ourselves. And I want to create a social wellness space, essentially, where it's fun, because again, further extension of me, right? I have my calm, therapeutic, reflective side, and for my whole life, like up until becoming a therapist, that has been my like sole identity, I feel like. And I admire that identity so much, and it means so much to me. But at the same time, I feel a little constricted lately within that one identity, because for one, therapists have a lot of pressure to maintain ethical and professional boundaries, and I also feel like I always just have to be very aware of how I speak and what I say. And I've talked about that on YouTube before. But regardless of all of that, I have other versions of me that I have been growing into, and that I'm giving myself permission to fully embrace. And these other identities include visionary. I'm a visionary. I came up with this idea, again, that did not come out of nowhere. It is a accumulation of all of the inner work that I have done that has brought me to this point to where I feel like a decently like self-actualized, confident, grounded, magnetic human being. So now I want to share that, like, wisdom and work that I've done, and I want to channel that, not share it, but, well, yeah, share it, but channel it. Like, I've already channeled it within myself, and I'm constantly doing that. That's a never-ending process, but I want to channel that outwards so everybody else can feel it and experience it too. So I feel like I'm a little all over the place, but hopefully my thought process is making sense, because there's so much to it. There is so much to it. For the past 2 months, I have been nonstop thinking about this. I have been dreaming about it. It has kept me awake throughout the night. I have been brainstorming and daydreaming, and I have created an entire world, not even an entire world, an entire universe in my mind of this space that I want to create for others to live in. Yeah. And again, I have my soft, calming, self-reflective, therapeutic side, but I also like having fun. I love having fun. I love a good party. Like, I'm a party girl at heart. And I also have a side of me that's very energized and creative and visionary and bold and magnetic and confident and empowered. And I've been growing into that more. And I want to create a space that reflects both. We can do both here. You can come and you can sit in sweatpants by the fire pit and have deep, meaningful conversations with new people, or you can come in a dress and heels and you can get a cocktail and you can dance the night away and reconnect with yourself and reconnect with your body just by moving and flowing with the music, right? Like, I want it to be like therapeutic by nature, but magnetic by design. That's my motto. My motto is also, my tagline is come as you are. Again, you're showing up as you are. We are not putting on a mask. We are not being in an environment that feels stiff and like professional networking, or again, like performing of any sort. Like, we are coming fully as ourselves, and we are coming here to reconnect with ourselves and to connect with other people and to have fun. So yeah, there's a huge social wellness aspect to it, and it's essentially like taking therapy and like putting a new spin on it, like a new approach. Like, therapy doesn't always have to be, or like introspection can be cool. Like, introspection doesn't always have to be heavy and heavy is the best word I can come up with. Heavy and weigh you down and depressing. Like, introspection and channeling some of that energy, like that sense of self-worth and self-confidence, can be empowering and inspiring and alive and energized and exciting and loud and bold. So that's essentially like the approach that I want to take with it, where introspection can be cool and fun and minimal, and like the aesthetic of my brand is basically like cool, minimal, slightly mysterious, inspiring, bold, confident. And yeah, it's just not, I just feel like I've done so much self-reflection, and I've read so much philosophy and psychology, and there's always more to read and to learn. And I really needed it, especially last year during that time, because I did experience, like, I witnessed a lot of tragedy and had a lot of like existential ideas that I needed to come to terms with. And all of that work has brought me to where I am now. And right now, I don't want to be super like, I don't know. I'm feeling like, don't get me wrong, I'm still a calm, grounded person, and I still love reading my psychology, my philosophy, and I'm always self reflecting, but it's just like a different version of it. Like lately, I'm energized, and I want to like put it out there, and I want to connect with others, and I just want to pour it outward. I feel like I've brought so much inward, and I've been holding on to it like inside, that it's like overflowing and it's outpouring, and I need to like put it out there for others to experience, like alchemize essentially. Whew. Right. 20 minutes in. Those are my magnetic life updates. Yeah, that's really where I've been at right now. Personal life that has been my personal life, you know. That is an update on my personal life. Other than that, you know, I'm just gonna enjoy the seasons. Still try to stay very grounded throughout them. And yeah, I'm continuing to work on building this movement and this community. And I feel like YouTube has been an aspect of that. Like when I look back on my YouTube and the community that I have been able to create on here, which is, you know, 167 subscribers or something like that, which the number doesn't matter, but the fact that I've been able to connect, like the fact that I'm able to connect with others, like I'm drawn to others and others can be drawn to me just by being our true authentic selves, is that evidence that I can do this in other spaces. And I really would like to do that within my city. And then I have you guys online, and I just love having these spaces, and I'm ready to just continue on. So I'm going to end it here so we're not getting too long. Thank you for listening if you did. And man, did I really miss YouTube. Yeah, I think that's all. Farewell.